Welcome to Brainstorm. Welcome to Fast Effect. We used to be Brainstorm MTG. Now we are just ELD's Time Vault games on YouTube. This is Fast Effect, double speed Magic the Gathering. We do everything here in one take at double speed. Matt on Eurekatel, a list that he has been innovating for quite some time. A list that I've picked up myself and made some changes that so far have stuck around. Most notable changes as of late have been moving back towards Xantid Swarm and Carpet of Flowers and abandoning Boseiju, the often misspelt, from the sideboard. A card that, even though it has great synergy with Show and Tell and Eureka both, really just doesn't quite cut it. It's a little slow. Matt's also running Mystic Sanctuary right now, which I have not adopted yet, but I look forward to trying at some point when I pick this list back up. I've actually been on Cephalid Breakfast lately, mostly for the lulls, so if I am on camera over the next few weeks, I'll likely be playing that deck. Matt here brainstorming. Corey pondered off of a basic, Snow Basic there. This Miracles list also taking advantage of some of the absolute best cards in the format right now. Veil of Summer, Oko, Terminus, very strong versus a large percentage of the field. Of course, Brainstorm, Ponder, Force of Will. A lot of different ways to use these incredibly strong cards. And here, it looks like, is Matt light on mana? His hand absolutely stacked. Multiple forces, Omniscience, Show and Tell. He needs 1 mana, and he's going to be off to the races here. Miracles not going to be able to punish this draw like many other decks in the format. A couple of Tropical Islands would be a very vulnerable mana base versus a deck like Delver. But Miracles not typically going to be running Wastelands, usually going to rely on back to basics to attack the mana base, if at all. And Ponder going to get a shuffle from Corey. Emrakul, not where he wants to be. May need to discard Emrakul to get a shuffle. If he knows what that top card is. I'm actually not sure if he does off of that Brainstorm. Depends on if it was main phase or not. I think it was actually during the end step. I think we will see a fresh card. So Griselbrand, a redundant copy, goes to the bin. It is worth noting that you can actually discard Emrakul to get a shuffle in rare circumstances like this. Mystic Sanctuary now. And just going to put a Brainstorm on top. And now an Oko. Comes in, and not too much to do with it. Actually pretty underwhelming against this board. Makes that Emrakul very valuable. And there's the Misty Rainforest. Brow wiped with some relief there, as it's probably just pedal to the metal here. He can play this with double backup. Very rare that Miracles is actually going to have 3 counterspells. Oh, and he passes the turn. I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked. I'm not actually sure how much better the situation can get there for Miracles, or for Eurekatel. Maybe another blue card? I don't know. A Veil of Summer? Oko doing his thing, ramping up. Gonna make a food every turn, then turn that food into a 3/3 and run this game out as quick as he can. He is kind of the best Planeswalker. by most measures at this point. During the end step, we've got a Force of Negation countering that Cunning Wish, tapping Corey out. A land drawn for turn. That could allow for Show and Tell and a Veil backup if he happens to draw Veil. He did get a pitch counter out of Corey's hand. Corey will have to have, it looks like 3 more pitch counters. He's got Show and Tell, Omniscience, Force. He may end up with just a naked Griselbrand if he plays it this way. That needed to be a blue card off the top, I think. Because now he's just got 6. Yeah, he can end up forcing and getting in 1 permanent, which would be Justin Emrakul. Not going to work here versus Oko. Maybe I had the blue count wrong before. Possible he would have only been able to get in a Griselbrand before. I may have been off on the total number of cards in hand. If he has Emrakul and Griselbrand, Force 2 blue cards, Show and Tell. That is 7. A Lotus Petal. And he's just going to jam here. The situation has not improved. He is less capable of fighting this than before. If Corey can stop it, he can stop it, and that'll pretty much be it. Forcing here will be lethal. He has to go for it, though, as taking 6 damage will put him down to 1, and he won't be able to force back at all. Oh, and is this just resolving uncontested? Icefang Coatl draws a card, and Corey left with no counters. Griselbrand and Emrakul being cast. And Icefang Coatl, an interesting card on board here. I don't think it's actually going to have Death Touch once this Annihilator trigger resolves. That is no Baleful Strix. 6 permanents gotta go. The Elk's an easy choice. Oko, he's gonna have to keep a blocker. Oh, then he's just very dead. Could have kept... I'm not sure how he survived that hit. Let me know in the comments what I missed there. The life totals may not have been correct. It's 22 in the air. So, Matt, uncontested with that Show and Tell. Very surprised it worked out in that way. Would have expected a counter backup. Very often Miracle's able to have 2 counters. Most control decks often will be able to have 2 counter spells when they're running well. Of course, if they don't have any way of actually stopping you, you're just clear for takeoff, but very often they will have some defenses. Force plus like a Spell Pierce or, you know, a Daze if it's Delver. A big reason why Carpet of Flowers is really catching on in this sideboard. The ability to potentially generate, you know, 2 or 3 mana extra blanking cards like Spell Pierce and Daze, also giving you the extra green mana for Eureka, a card that can be a little difficult to cast at times, giving you the actual amount of mana needed and of course the double green, while potentially leaving your mana base somewhat solid. The list no longer running a basic forest, as kind of the worst thing that can happen to you is not having access to your blue mana. You know, if somebody plays a Blood Moon against you, it's so good because it shuts you off of blue, and forest kind of up front shuts you off from blue. Matt with his playmat winning an ELD Open. The winners get to use their mats on camera. The Eye of Osiris. Do a lot of mythology-based myths, legends from other cultures. Really enjoy learning about that, exploring that, kind of celebrating those elements of human history. The Eye of Osiris, a motif that occurs throughout a lot of different places in society. And it looks like a pretty speculative hand. No blue mana, just Lotus Petals. Do not want to be using a Lotus Petal just to fire off a Ponder. That card's really an accelerant. We do have a bunch of team events on the schedule now for Legacy players in the area, really any Eternal players. We've got the ELD Team Trio Open coming up in a couple of weeks here from the airing of this video. Next weekend is our Legacy Open. Then the following weekend will be our Team Trio. And then March 1st, we're having our first ever Unified Legacy, which is going to be 3 Legacy players on a team. And it needs to be a legal deck when you shuffle all of those decks together. So only 4 Force of Wills, 4 Lotus Petals total amongst those 3 lists that people will be playing. Mana base is just kind of building up here. Veil of Summer option for Matt. He's got the Show and Tell, he's got the Veil of Summer, he's got the Force backup. He just needs the Omniscience plus Cunning Wish, which he gets off the Brainstorm. This could be over very quickly. Actually looking like he's going to put back a Force of Will. He may just be going for it right now. Oh, and he plays a land. Interesting. Huh. Very, very interesting. So he's going to be shuffling away for the Tropical Island. And Cunning Wish during the end step. Grabbing the Shared Summoning now. Very interesting. That's not at all how I would have played it. I would have preferred to have the land on top of the library and force blue card in hand. I don't feel like that really added a ton. Let's see how this goes. Pyroblast. And now a Veil of Summer. Omniscience enters the battlefield. Shared Summoning being cast. Gristlebrand and Emrakul cast, and then they will tag team for a 22 damage in the air. So very interesting lines there. Matt actually, congratulations to him, he actually took second at the Leaving a Legacy Open, which just happened a couple of days ago as I'm recording this video. And Eureka Tell showing some real power versus this Miracles list. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.